Hey there, Cancer. It's Jen here from tarotspirit.net. I am doing your reading for February 2019. Actually, I already recorded this reading, and my iMovie crashed. So I'm doing it again. Thanks for joining me. So I'm going to pull 3 cards for your general reading, then some cards for career, then some cards for love. So this is Cancer, February 2019. 5 of Cups, 7 of Chariots. The Chariot and Temperance. What's at the bottom here? The 10 of Pentacles. So I feel like some of you may have suffered some sort of loss in 2018. So that could have been an actual death. We do have the 10 of Pentacles is about inheritance. It could be sort of the having to let go of a relationship, a job, like something that just didn't work out the way you wanted it to. And you've had to, you had some sort of grieving process to go through because of it. So it doesn't have to be something as significant as a death, although it could be, again, a relationship. Maybe you were trying to move and it just wasn't working out. You wanted to try to implement something new in your life, whatever. A friendship didn't work out. Maybe you had to put your kids in a different daycare, anything like that. Now, the Chariot, I keep wanting to say the 7 of something, and I don't know why. So maybe 7 is significant. But to me, the Chariot's like, yeah, you had your period where maybe you were feeling depressed, some situational depression and anxiety and worry, and you were really sad about it. But the Chariot to me says that eventually, once you processed it, you went from focusing. We all do this, something bad happens, that's what we're focusing on. We're not focusing on the big picture as much, and that's just human nature. But the Chariot, wow. The Chariot tells me that you've turned that corner, though. And in February, it's going to be like, all right, enough is enough. It's time to make a plan, to move on, to figure something else out, to let that go, keep the lesson and move on. So you're really taking, instead of reacting, like this is a more reactionary card, this is a proactive card, saying I'm putting things into place. I mean, this could be like, I'm moving. I'm like, you're like, okay, that thing didn't work out, but I'm taking steps to learn from that, learn how the way I went about it didn't work out, and I'm going to try a different way, or I'm going to go in a completely new direction. But it's going to be something that you're going after. You're not waiting for something to come to you. You're not waiting for like the universe to sort of plan what happens next. You're making it happen. And it actually brings a lot of balance and stability into your life. It's interesting, in this deck, there's this big pentacle, which reminds me of the Ace of Pentacles. So I do feel like maybe you guys getting a new job, or I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. It's like you're really doing your research and figuring things out. You're online. Maybe you're starting an online business and figuring out all the different things that you'll need to do to make that happen. Setting up. I can even see you like, I'm going to set up my own office, carve out a space where I live, and I think that's really important, to have a space that you like. I'm actually downstairs again. I do have, I bought a desk for upstairs in my bedroom, actually, where that holds all my tarot cards and everything. And it really is nice to have like an organized, it's just a small little space. It was an inexpensive desk, but it just made it conducive to work and creativity and things like that. So I see you sort of kind of getting organized, decluttering, making, maybe if it's a relationship that didn't work out, maybe you're redecorating and or moving into, I definitely movement with this card, moving into a new house and having things the way you like it that really work for you. Maybe you're setting up a place to work out, a area for a gym, and really just making sure each thing has its place and works for how you want to live your life. Some of you, this came up for another sign. Oh, well, you know, it could have been one of your readings because you and Gemini's reading both disappeared, where you may inherit like a property that you can use as like an Airbnb or some sort of income property. So maybe you make an office or turn that into office space, or again, like a, I know Airbnb is only one of them, so I don't mean to promote that exact one, but whatever those types of sites are where you can rent your house short term, like a hotel, something like that, some sort of investment property. You're investing in yourself, you're investing in a business. Maybe you have a little bit of a windfall of income or an opportunity that is coming up that you can then make plans to move forward. Maybe you can buy a car with it. Maybe you're going to move. Maybe you inherit a place and you decide to move into it. All right, let's look at your career cards. King of Cups. Some of you may be like buying a bar, starting a brewery, a coffee shop. Wow. Page of Wands. Definitely you're inspired and wanting to do something new. Messages about work coming in. If you've been feeling a lack, here's another 5. These, remember, when the 5 show up in the reading, it's I like to say like a pebble in your shoe. So it means, you know, if you're going for a 5-mile walk and you have a stone in your shoe, you have to stop and get it out because that little pebble will cause a big problem over 5. You just can't ignore it. It's not a big deal. It's just a little pebble to get out of your shoe. But if you don't deal with it, it can become a big problem. So this is showing that you had some financial worries or troubles. And then you have these 2 kings on either side. So this either means some mature energies may come and help you. Again, you may get some sort of inheritance, like this building or some sort of money. You may inherit good advice. It could be something that inherits some good advice from a family member that then becomes profitable. So it isn't even necessarily that you're just given something, but you're given the tools, the plan of action and such in order to make that a reality. Some strong masculine energy, but that doesn't mean it has to be men. But you have strong support. So in business, definitely apply for new jobs and put yourself out there because people have been watching you and notice you and know how hard you work and that you are worthy of advancement is what's coming through. All right, love. Oh, I'm supposed to be writing down the timestamps. So love, which I didn't do for career, but let's see. This one wants to come out. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords gets a bad rap, I think. Not all, I mean, if you think the air signs are all harsh and negative, that means every single air sign is harsh and negative, and that's just absolutely not true. They can come across very sharp-tongued and negative. Get that, guys, in their, in a reversal, but that doesn't mean they're like that all the time. They're actually incredibly funny and witty and articulate and intelligent. So here's another 5. There's competition. This could be that you feel like there's competition for someone you love. But so how I'm seeing this play out, though, is the Queen of Swords, though, suffers no fools. Like, if someone's playing with her, she's going to cut them loose. She will not be waiting in the wings for some guy or girl, don't get hung up on the gender, and just to see if they're allowed herself to be strung along or anything. She's going to be like, hey, I'm here. Either the timing's right or if it's not, bye, I'm out. She's going to cut you loose. She's not going to wait in the wings for anyone. She's just going to, it's wings, bird. She's gonna move on and be like, okay, the timing wasn't right. She's not going to put some emotional story into it. And they really love me, and they just need some time. And no, so people can think she's a bee, but she's really healthy and just like, oh, all right, well, I'm moving on because look, if I waited, I may not have met this person that is truly a good match, that is ready for me right now in the present moment, because that's all you can go on is what's right now. You can't think about how things were or how things could be. That's fantasy. That's not what's happening in reality. You have to go with what's happening in reality right now. So I would say if you're with someone that you feel like is stringing you along or isn't committing the way you want to, or is kind of hot and cold, like 1 minute they're talking to you all the time, and then you're almost like, are they ghosting me? And then it's like they just give you a little bit, like every time you sort of pull away or want more, it's just this weird dance. Like you kind of get close, but then you get like, you're going to like walk away from that because there's someone that you're preventing yourself from meeting someone that is present and wants to be with you in the here and now. All right, so Cancer, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great month. Take care.